Okay folks, we're back on camera here today. I know it's been a while since been posting any videos regular, but like I said before, we've been extremely busy here in the shop. It's been unable to allot enough time in here to do some video and edit it and first one thing to another. But anyway, about to get our head back above water. So what we're doing today, I mentioned in the last video that I shot there, we'd be doing some drawer sides. I'm going to show just a little bit of joinery on some drawer boxes that's going into the bathroom vanity. Let me spin it around here. Okay, here we got the table set up. I got the cutter on here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just back the fence up here. And you can see the cutter. I've already got the height set. Excuse me. I've got the height set and it's ready to go. So I'm going to bring the fence back out here, and you do the drawer ends. I'll explain and show it to you as we go along. The drawer ends are laying flat on the table when you cut the ends, but the drawer sides, they stand up on the fence. They stand up and you cut those. So I've got some already cut to length and width here that we're going to be using to make the drawers. So I'm going to do the drawer sides initially, and they'll be standing up, and I'll run them across through there. Now I'll make two passes on them, and the reason I'm going to do two passes, the first pass is going to be a real light cut, because I want it to make the cut in that plywood and across that veneer in the finish, but I don't want to have a bunch of chip out. I'm going to take a chance on the chip out by making a full cut at one time, even though it's not a very deep cut, and you can cut it in one pass without any problem at all. But I'm just going to make a real light scoring cut the first pass, and then that'll give me a cut in it where the plywood veneer is cut smooth, and it don't have any chip out and that sort of thing. It don't tear into the finish. Then I'll reset the fence and we'll go back and make the cut. So bring it back out here. Now I'll start the dust collector, and I'll make a couple of cuts on this on the piece over here, and show you what I mean about the scoring cut. See now, let's see, yeah, we can see this. So what that is, if I get the glare off of it from the light, this is the pre-made piece. Like I said, the top is already shaped, and it's veneered, and it's really nice. And this is for the drawer bottom, the 1/4-inch groove for the drawer bottom. And this is the beginning of the joint cut. See, we got a nice clean cut across here, and we didn't tear out the inside of the plywood. So now I'll do these drawer sides this way, and then I'll go back in and reset the fence and then cut it to the proper depth. we're just going to reset the fence, and we'll cut them things to the proper depth, and then we'll be finished with the sides. Now we won't go into cutting all those things on video right here, but this will give you some kind of idea. So we've got this cut in it, made by the cutter. Got just a little bit of fuzz here, but now this is the side, and what this will do is when we cut the front and the back, this will lock into it. It creates a tongue that goes right in this groove right here, and it'll lock right in. So when you glue it together, you've got a whole lot of glue surface when you put the joint together, and it's locked in here. It ain't just being held by nails or glue alone. Okay, here we move to the ends of the drawer boxes. We've got the sides done. Now we're going to cut the proper groove in the end pieces, and I'll show you how they go together. So this one, when this one gets cut, it'll lay flat on the table. And what you do in a joint like this, get us a piece here. What we do in a joint like this, it'll go together this way. Of course, we've only got one piece cut, so but you want this to inset where when the joint goes together, that these two pieces are even. You want the side piece even with the end piece. So when you set up your cutter, you want it to cut back here far enough that the thickness of the pieces that you're using, in this case it'd be almost a 1/2 inch. So you want to cut it back a 1/2 inch, so when a side goes in here, it'll go and be even with the edge. Now when we cut this, we're going to leave a little edge on it. I'll go ahead and cut it here, and that way you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now you can see how it cut back in here. And this cutout here, our side piece will fit in here and go down in here and lock. And then when it does, it'll be even with the outside edge of the end. Get a piece up here, show you how that's going to work. So this is just going to hold it together with my hand and try to get up here and show you how it works. But this is the end piece of the drawer box, and this is the side. So when it goes together like this, then you've got that lock. You put some glue in there, and now I'll pin it with 3 or 4 little pins to hold it in position till the glue dries. And once that glue dries, you've got an extremely strong joint here. You've got the glue holding it, but you've also got it mechanically locked. So when you pull it on a drawer, the front, when you're pulling the front piece pulls both sides and the back and everything together with it. So you always want your sides locked into the front and back. So when you pull it, it's a mechanical lock in here in this joint. dovetails work the best, but these are equally as strong. Well, not equally. I guess the dovetail probably is stronger overall. But in this plywood, dovetails is kind of hard to work with sometimes in plywood, especially when it gets thinner like this. But this joint works great, and it fits really well. You've got a whole lot of glue surface area in here. And you don't have to worry too much about warpage, because you're actually got plywood. Once you get the joint cut and hit glued up and put together, it's pretty stable. You don't have to worry about it moving a whole lot. So that's the kind of joinery that we're using on these prefabbed drawer box sides. Like I said, we don't always use these prefab things. Most of the time I make my own in the higher end cabinets. But like I said, sometimes we'll have a contractor or a remodeler or just a customer that don't need a high-end oak bathroom vanity or something like that. Most of them gets painted. They don't need the dovetails in the drawers for a bathroom vanity and that sort of thing. They just need to be dependable and strong enough to hold together. So we'll use methods that's a little bit less costly than dovetails and hardwood. And then too, these things are pre-finished. All the cabinet is, if it gets painted, I paint it inside and out, and all the pieces, so they're sealed up against moisture. And like I said, I don't use any chipboard or anything like that. I do use plywood, but it's a good grade of plywood. Like I said, the carcass for this particular cabinet, I used maple veneer plywood. So it's a good grade plywood, and you've got the maple veneer on it, which sands out real smooth, and when I sprayed the paint on it, it's really slick and it looks good. Anyway, I'm going to take this thing over here and we'll put one together here. I'll let you see the process that I use to assemble this drawer here. So we'll move these pieces over to the workbench, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, we're over here at the workbench now. I'm going to show you how these things go together. I'm going to put one of them together and glue it up here and let you see how that works. Simple procedure once you get the pieces cut, and like I said, you use that cutter, and it's not much of a problem. So first thing I want to do is stick these front and back for the drawer box in this one side, and that's the way these things will go together. Like I showed you there before, the joint. We put the ends down in one side, and then the other side will go on, and that's what locks it all together. So I've already got the bottom cut to the proper size for this drawer. So I'm going to slide it in here, and I'm not going to glue the bottom in, although I could on this one. The bottom is a piece of 1/4 inch plywood, and then we've got plywood for the box itself, so we don't have to worry about the wood movement. So if I wanted to, I could glue them in. In fact, I may put just a little pinch on each end of it, just to keep it from moving around, rattling around, or whatever. But it's perfectly fine if you don't, when you use plywood all the way around. If this was one that I had made here in the shop, and I'd use solid wood for the sides, then no, you wouldn't want to. You would not want to glue the bottom in and hit being plywood. But since the entire thing is plywood, we could glue it in, and that would be fine. So here's how that'll go together. We'll put some glue on each end of the box here, down here in the groove. Take a brush and spread that around and get it covered real good on all the mating surfaces in there. When you cut that joint in this plywood, it gives it a whole lot of glue surface area. So when you get that glue spread on it and you get it put together, it makes for a really good fit and a really strong joint. Now we'll take this other side piece and we'll put it on here. Get it located. Keep a damp rag handy here. Wipe off any excess squeeze out that we have, any glue. Although it's not hard to do with these pre-finished pieces, because it's already got the clear on it, so it works really well to clean the glue off. So and what I like to do here, and this is totally optional, certainly not necessary, but I use these square things that I've got here, these woodpecker squaring jigs, and that keeps me perfectly squared. These things fit good and tight. If you get a good joint, it'll almost self-square, but just to be on the safe side and be sure, I like to clamp one on there at least for a little bit till I start getting some pins in it. And the glues are drying pretty quick. I use pretty quick drying glue on this procedure. So there we've got a good joint. We've got it together good. So I'm going to get the pin nailed. A lot of people use brad nailer, and of course used to when they built boxes back before the advent of air-powered nailers and that sort of thing. They use finish nails and or small nails. But I like to use pins. We're not dependent upon the pin itself to do its holding, other than to hold it together while the glue dries. All the strength is going to come from the joint itself being mechanically fastened and the glue. It's going to be plenty strong enough for all that. But these pins do aid in helping keep everything good and tight together as the glue dries. So now there's one side. So we've got this thing pinned, so we'll go ahead and take these clamps off of this squaring jig and just flip it right over. See, now we've got this one side. Here's the other one. We'll do it the same way. We'll lift it off, lay it to the side, back in here and put some more glue. Each end of it here. And a brush and spread it out good. And this is probably old news to somebody that has done a lot of cabinets, a lot of drawers. I'm hoping somebody finds it useful. Maybe some DIYers out there, or some people just getting into the trade, or just looking for a little information on how to construct a drawer. And there are numerous other ways to do it also. I mean, this is just one type of joinery. I found that it works really well. It's good and strong. It works good with plywood. Like I said, had this been an upscale cabinet or more of a high-end cabinet, I would have probably went ahead and made the drawer boxes and cut dovetails in for the joinery. But this right here is going to work out just fine for this application. And we don't have to worry about breaking the bank. Like I said, I know some people, they wouldn't have anything but a dovetail joint, and that's great. I like them awfully well myself. However, and always what you like dictates what you build. When you're working for other people, you got to do like they want. Up to a point. Now, it's like somebody's called and said they wanted something made here, and they said, well, now we just want a riveted box and just nailed together. I'd probably go really hard at trying to discourage them from that approach. we would certainly be trying to improve that. But sometimes you just got to give them what they want. I do try to keep a little bit of control over the construction methods. I try to make my customers happy when at all possible. But in the end, I do have control over what method that I use to construct. And I won't do anything that I think is not going to hold up, that's not going to work for its intended purposes. I just will not. I won't do anything that calls into question my workmanship or the ability to make something that's worthwhile. So anyway, let me get the camera turned up here a little bit, maybe. Back up here. So here is our completed drawer. So we've got our joinery done on it. See if we can see that. Yeah, maybe we can. It's hard to see there after it gets together with all those plywood things in there, but anyway, see, we've got a mechanical lock here. We've got this thing glued up. So, and these pre-finished pieces are really nice. So now this drawer is complete. All I got to do is screw the slides on it, stick it in the cabinet, and it's done, ready to go. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps some of you maybe that's had questions about the drawers. And I know I'm always talking about cabinets and first one thing and another. And most of the time when I do kitchen cabinets, now they're a little bit more of a custom thing on the kitchen cabinets. And most of the time I do hardwood installations and that sort of thing on kitchen cabinets. And those drawers get dovetails and stuff on those. You know, people see them, and people tend to spend a little bit more money on their kitchen cabinets than they do bathroom vanities and that sort of thing. So, but anyhow, just wanted to do that. Sorry it's been so long since we got a video project out. Like I said, just been covered up, and I'm hoping now that I'm about to get caught back up if I don't get overrun again. I'm hoping as things go on here I can do some more videos, and I can get to doing some responses and answering some questions. I saw a bunch of them posted on there, and then I've had a couple of people send me messages about things that they'd like to see. I still have not got around to doing a video segment on the dust collection here in the shop, and I so want to do that, and I've had people ask for it. I also noticed that there has been a lot of views on the little portable homemade dust collection system there that I use. I've got an idea for a homemade cyclone, and just as quick as I get some of this customer work caught up where I have a little free time to work on it, I'm going to see how it pans out. If it does, I think I might have a method that will work to make some maybe relatively inexpensive homemade cyclones for little portable collectors, like maybe I can't think of the name of it now. A couple of small ones that's out there, plastic ones, I guess. Dust Deputy, I think, maybe is an example of one of them. Anyway, I don't know if this idea that I've got will work for those or not, but I'm going to give it a try. And just as quick as I get some of this customer work out of here, I'll be able to do that. In fact, I guess I should show just a little bit of it. Maybe. Nothing special about it. Like I said, it's a bathroom vanity. It's made out of maple and poplar. We painted it white. I got the drawers here, and I got 3 drawers made. I got 3 more, and of course, when I get them all done, they'll get the drawer fronts and go on here, such as this. And of course, I've got all those made and painted. Then the doors that goes here. So get these other 3 drawers made and them installed. And, this will be done. ready for delivery. So anyway, that's the progress thus far, and certainly hope that the next video project won't be as long in coming as this one. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for their patience and thank everybody for all their comments and sticking with us on the YouTube channel there. Hoping that I'm going to get caught up enough where I can do. I would really like to do some regular video, a video project, maybe every week or every other week or something would be really nice. But I'm not going to, we might look into that possibility as time goes on, but I'm not going to commit to that right now at this time, because there's just no way I can. If I had in another big order for some cabinets there, and probably wouldn't be able to maintain that schedule. You can't shoot but so many videos on building cabinets that people are interested in seeing. I'm hoping that everything I put on here that somebody finds useful. But anyway, I've rambled on and talked too much. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon.